Okay, I'm still growing, still too much on my shoulders. Not quite at my highest, too familiar with my lowest. Trying to focus, but it's hard when everything around you broken. All them questions that you ask and never know. Why you never ask am I okay? No, all you ever see is a smile. Just hate to bring you down with my own pain. That's why you never see me around. That's why a nigga doing his own thing, paving his own way, figured it out.
Man, what's good, man? This be your boy ZooLord, man. It's a good day in the neighborhood. You know, everything is always working, man. Follow me on Instagram at ZooLord, ZOOLORDD. YouTube, ZooLord, Facebook, KeOntae, ZooLord, Otis. Y'all know what's going on, man. And today's topic, we playing a game called Substance by Lovely. And I'm talking about it's a one-on-one, man. So how this work is, the game is called Substance. So your answer shouldn't lack it. If the opposing player deems your answer as surface level, you have to do a dare of their choosing. But today we just, we running it all off me, man, because everything is working. So we're gonna get into it. We're gonna start with, just pick anything about the box. Okay. What is one trait about yourself that holds you back? Man, in reality, one trait about myself that holds me back is just the consistency. Sometimes I get sidetracked, you feel me? I try to put all my eggs in one basket to focus on so many different things instead of focusing on one specific thing, being consistent about it, you know what I'm saying? And that, sometimes that'll bother what I got going on, you feel me? So it's like, that's one trait that really holds me back from everything that I be trying to do is my consistency. So we're gonna pull another one. What is one core memory you would like to relive? And this is from being mindful. Is it mindful or mindful, I think. So what is one core memory you would like to relive? Man, I like to relive my younger days because I got more knowledge, you know what I'm saying? If I known back then what I know now, life would be different, you know what I'm saying? But it'll be a whole different ball game for me, you feel me? Like I feel as if I ain't have enough knowledge being around the environment that I was in, you feel me? It was more so being stuck in the environment and feeding off knowledge from other people, just being around. And that was, it's always been crazy because I fed off of everything else that, other people was doing. But once I got older, I started doing my own thing, you feel what I'm saying? We're gonna come from a different topic, let me see. Hey man, these questions, okay, we're gonna come from intimacy. We're gonna pull two off that, you know what I'm talking about? Intimacy. What is something that no one knows about you? Man, something that nobody knows about me is just, I'm an introvert. I don't really like people. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a people person, but I do it because I like doing music and the networking and connections. I'm really not a people person because everybody not on the same level that I'm on. You know what I'm saying? Everybody not walking the same path that I'm walking, which is walking in faith and not by sight. A lot of people ain't got God in their life and they don't believe in certain aspects that I believe in. So that's one thing that a lot of people don't know about me, being a real introvert and being in my own lane. So we got another one from intimacy. What is your favorite quality about yourself? I know I really don't like people, but my favorite quality about myself is I'm not afraid to talk to people. Conversation rule the nation. I'm not afraid to be on the front line or be on stage doing my music. I'm not afraid to, walk up to people and just present myself as who I am. You know what I'm saying? I've never been that type of person to be afraid, but I always been an introvert at the same time. But within the business that I'm in, man, it's just, I gotta be on point with everything, you feel what I'm saying? Hold on, let me pull out. We're gonna get a little deeper, man. Let me get a little deep in here, man. We're gonna get on down to vulnerable. Hold on. Let me see. Okay. What is the best piece of advice you've ever gotten? The best piece of advice I've ever gotten, like in reality, would have to be keep going, stay to yourself. Don't let what somebody else saying stop what God got in store for you, you know what I'm saying? You know, your path may be different than other people's, you know what I'm saying? So don't put yourself in a predicament to be like somebody else. So that's like the best piece of advice I've ever gotten in life was just to keep going, man, because you may never know, shit, your day may be tomorrow, it might be today, you know what I'm saying? Time don't wait on nobody, so I always just took that piece of advice from an old cat where he always just told me, like, man, keep going, don't stop, like, ain't nobody doing what you doing, you feel me? So that always stuck with me, like, in reality, though. We're gonna pull something from Vulnerable, man. What is your biggest regret? Oh my God. My biggest regret is growing up too fast, man, having 8 kids and 5 baby mamas. I don't regret my kids, it's more so as growing up too fast and wanting to be grown, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't in my kid stages. I was already in the clubs at 13, 14, doing the shows, strip clubs, all that with the music. But I didn't give myself enough time to be a child, like live my child life, you know what I'm saying? Because I felt as if I had to grow faster. So I feel like that's my biggest regret. And like to get deeper into it, it was more so my environment, man. It was just being around older cats. I never really just liked it being around the younger crowd, you know what I'm saying? So I had to grow fast, but at the same time I hate it. That's my biggest regret, you feel me? We're gonna pull another one for Vulnerable. What is the hardest lesson you've had to learn? Shit. The hardest lesson I've had to learn is being a liar. Like coming up lying to women, not knowing that karma was real, you know what I'm saying? Like karma is really real. I've told other people, man, karma will come back around for you. Like, you will get what you done to somebody else. And that's one of the biggest lessons I had to learn, because everything that I ever did being a liar always came back around full circle to me, you know what I'm saying? Anything I ever did to somebody, lied to them about something, mainly just the women, because I always felt as if conversation ruled the nation. So if I feel like I could get it out of you, I'ma lie about it, you know what I'm saying? And I just feel like that's the hardest lesson that I had to learn, was just karma, being a liar, bro. And that shit is hurtful. Like, you would feel like you're doing something good, but the whole time you really be hurting yourself in the end, because that shit gonna come back around and bite you in the ass. And karma is real, you know what I'm saying? It ain't never not been a time I done did something and it didn't come back around full circle. So that's one of the biggest lessons I had to learn, is just to stop lying. Keep it real, you get a better deal, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna take it back to intimacy, man. Let's see. Okay, what is one of your biggest insecurities? One of my biggest insecurities is my weight gain. I'm 29 years old. I've always been the same size since I was a kid, since I was a young dude. And now I'm 29 and I'm still the same size. So my weight gain has always been one of my major insecurities. Being born with a small chest cavity, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, other people don't look at it like that, but I still sit back and I be like, damn, I wish I was, you know what I'm saying? I wish I had meat on my bones. I wish I was bigger. I wish I was a more muscular guy, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, I never had problems with women or nothing like that, but it's just an insecurity that's just in my mind, like dealing with myself, my body, something that a lot of people don't know, but that's a big insecurity to me, man, was my weight gain growing up. I'm still the same size I was in fucking elementary school, and I'm 29 years old now, you feel me? So that's one of my biggest, most insecurities in my life, is my weight gain. Okay, now this good right here. Describe your ideal date. My ideal date it's not necessarily, the first date never had to be somewhere I'm just spinning a bag or she spinning a bag or something like that. My ideal date, it could be kick back watching a movie, conversating, getting to know one another, you know what I'm saying, just vibing out, man. It's not necessarily about, oh man, I'm gonna take you to Red Lobster, I'm gonna take you to Chili's, this and that, which most women, you know, they feel as if a guy has to do that, but my ideal date is just some laid back vibe, and let me get to know you, you get to know me, you know what I'm saying? And in today's time, 2025, this generation, everybody looking for somebody to just put something on the table, bring something to the table. When, you know what I'm saying, like get to know a person, get to know what they're like, they genuinely about. Like I'm a genuine person, so when I meet somebody, I want to be genuine with them, and as are they being genuine with me, you know what I'm saying? So my ideal date, man, being laid back, getting to know a person. It don't even have to be about food, movies, or nothing. We can go to the park, walk around the park, sit down, read a book together, different shit like that, you know what I'm saying? I never been too big on being too much because I always wanted to be myself. And it's a lot of people out here playing their cards wrong because they not trying to be themselves, you feel me? So, you know, I mean, if that woman or guy want to take you on a date, let it be simple, let it be genuine, you know what I'm saying? Stop looking for something that you know you're not gonna give nobody else. And that's just all honesty around the board. We're gonna go back over to vulnerable. We're gonna try to get a little bit deeper, man. Let me see. These questions get deeper and deeper as you go through, man. I'm talking about this one of them games. It's a substance. You gotta keep it real, you get a better deal, man. Okay. What is one childhood trauma that you experienced? One childhood trauma that I've experienced, like, before my mom got married, was not having a dad around, a father figure. So I always looked up to the dudes that was in my neighborhood, and they was a bad influence, like just want to be around the streets, want to be, you know, run up behind older dudes who don't even got nothing going for themselves, you know what I'm saying? So that was a childhood trauma that I experienced because, like I say, as I grew, it still stuck with me being stuck in that environment, not having that father figure, you know what I'm saying? Then I became a father. But when my mom had got married, everything had changed for me. Like, I really had a father figure in my life. I got to see, like, real environments, how to take care of my kids, how to take care of a woman. But before then, that was a childhood trauma for me because my sister and them, they got to be around their dad. They got to go kick it, go stay with them, summertime and all that. But I was, you know, stay back home. So it was a different ball game for me. And that's a touchy subject for me, you know what I'm saying? Because that's a childhood trauma that I wouldn't want my kids to go through. That's why I'm so big on being in my kids' life, you know what I'm saying? I'm real big on making memories that'll last forever with my kids. That's something that's most important to me in my life. So that's a childhood trauma, man. Like, be in your kids' life because, you know, hey, kids need their fathers, man. Let's see, we're gonna go to intimacy. Okay. Ooh, let me see. What inspires you? What inspires me? I like to see other people win. God first over all, like that inspires me, like to see people doing good, to see people going after everything that they want in life. Cause you got a lot of people out here that's misguided within everything that they're trying to do. They don't have no goals. They not doing nothing, they doing the same thing every day. Shit like that don't inspire me, you know what I'm saying? I like, you know, being around people that got, you know, just above float, a good head on their shoulders, and just knowing what they want, being encouraged by other people in their circle, you know what I'm saying, uplifted. But like I say, God first over all, that really inspires me, just being around people that's really going after everything that they want to be a part of, having real goals set in life, like 5-year goals, 10-year goals. Because you got some people that don't have no goals at all. You feel me? So that inspired me a lot. Ooh, what went wrong in your last relationship or situation? My last relationship was my marriage, which I'm still going through a divorce, which is a touchy subject for me, honestly. But what went wrong was me not being above float, being a cheater. You know what I'm saying? I ended up getting married for all the wrong reasons, but I began to love my wife and be a part, you know, find the reasons to love my marriage, but I was still stuck in my old ways, you know what I'm saying? So that's what went wrong in my last relationship, like something that's big to me was my marriage, you know what I'm saying? And I feel as if, you know, marriage ain't for everybody, but at the same time, it's an experience, and I loved it, you feel me? So I just feel as if, man, now that if I would have known back then what I know now, when I first got married, it would have been a whole different ball game for me and my wife. You know what I'm saying? It would have been something different. And like I said, that's a touchy subject for me. You feel me? Because I could have been a better man. I could have been a better father figure. I mean, I've always been a good father figure, but I could have just been better overall for my household, being a man of the house, man. And I wasn't, you know, but being, you know, who I am today, I know so much more. I'm a real good father figure, and you know, hopefully everything will, you know, continue to fall in place. You feel me? We're gonna touch on some more subjects. Okay, we ain't touched on mindful yet. Okay, we're gonna turn these. We're gonna see what's the wham on the zoo. Ooh. Tell me about a moment you truly felt alive. June. From June 2024 all the way to June 2025, I moved to San Antonio, Texas. I went after everything that I want, and I'm still moving back there, man, to San Antonio, but I went after everything I want within my music. And it was like every goal that I had ever set for my music was coming into fruition. Like it was like dreams just started falling in my hand, coming true. Like, I was getting chances after chances to just show my kids, like, man, look what I'm doing. Look at all these shows I got. Look at the tours. I done gained sponsorship from Slapwoods, and I still got my sponsorship going on. So, you know, I truly felt alive because the people in Arkansas, the support not here. It's not what it's supposed to be like how the other states move around and they really support their artists. So when I moved away, man, it gave me a chance to really see what life is about. And the goals that I had set in life, I was able to reach, man, so many goals to the point I was like, man, I just gotta keep going. And I'm still doing it right now, still to this day. But I truly felt alive during that time, and I'm still feeling alive right now behind it because I'm finna get ready to go on tour again. But chasing my goals, bro, like if I'm not chasing my goals or going after everything that I want, I don't feel alive. If I'm not really just building generational wealth for my kids and breaking generational curses, I don't feel alive. Just all bullshit aside. What's one question you've always wanted an answer to? Damn, what's one question I've always wanted an answer to? Why do some people do the things that they do when you could be doing better? Or I always wanted the answer to the question of why do God bless people who really don't have any goals, but they have all the tools to get there? I never understood that. Like, you got all the tools to get to where you want to be and accomplish all your goals, but why you not doing it? You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you not pushing forward to be everything that you want to be in life, but you got all the tools that God provided you for? But also Satan, you know, everything that glitter ain't gold. So Satan will give you the tools too, but at the same time, I just feel like some people misguided, bro. They using shit for the wrong reasons. They not really going after everything they want, and they got all the tools. And I don't understand that. That's one question I just always asking myself, or just being around people. Like, you got all the financial leadership, you got the support, but you not pushing everything for your investments or investing where it needs to go. So that's something that really bothered me with that question. Let me see. What is the name of this chapter of your life called? Now, what is the name of this chapter of your life? Man, this chapter that I'm in right now called growth, stability, consistency. Man, it's just growth with a capital GROWTH. Like, this chapter is all about growth in God. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I can say on that tip. Like, growth in God, man. Staying focused. You feel me? Because it's, like I say, it's a lot of people that's misguided out here. So this chapter right here for me, it's called growth, man. I never want to go back to who I used to be. I never want to go through the things that I already been through or had to go through, you know what I'm saying? So I leave a lot of shit in the past. Everything that I'm doing now is for elevation, breaking generational curses and building generational wealth. These questions get deep. Have you ever been suicidal? Yes. Yes, I have been suicidal before. I've been in certain situations. I had to say I've been in certain situations when it comes to my kids. Not being able to see my kids, I've been suicidal about it, man. Because I feel like I don't know whether I'm going or coming. Because my kids are my everything. I have 8 kids, so I have 5 girls, 3 boys.